In a recent episode of his podcast, Bill Maher made headlines by revealing that he had known about Bill Cosby's predatory behavior for more than 4 decades, well before Cosby was convicted of sexual assault. Maher, a comedian and host of Real Time with Bill Maher, was engaged in a conversation with fellow comedian Paul Reiser when the subject of Cosby's comedic legacy came up. Reiser, who had worked with Cosby early in his career, was reminiscing about how Cosby was one of the best stand-up comedians of all time. However, Maher quickly interrupted him, expressing his disagreement. Maher went on to say that he had never been a fan of Cosby's comedy, explaining, "I was never a fan separate from the rapist thing, just as a comic." Maher's remark made it clear that he believed Cosby's comedy was overrated, even before the allegations against him became widely known. He stated that he could separate things, referring to Cosby's crimes, and didn't have an issue with enjoying the work of other controversial artists such as R. Kelly or Michael Jackson. He added, "The music didn't rape anyone," in an attempt to convey that while he could distinguish between an artist's work and their actions, Cosby's behavior went beyond what could be overlooked. Maher's comments about Cosby being unfunny were not just a personal opinion but aligned with those of comedian Jerry Seinfeld, who had made similar remarks about Cosby's lack of comedic merit in the past. As Maher elaborated, he revealed that he was not shocked when the allegations against Cosby surfaced, given what he had heard in the early 1980s. Maher recounted an experience while filming D.C. Cab, a movie he starred in during 1983, 1 year before The Cosby Show aired. He told the story of a conversation with a woman who had worked with Cosby on a previous project. According to Maher, this woman described Cosby's behavior, saying that for the first 3 weeks of their collaboration, he made advances toward her. When those advances were rejected, Cosby reportedly made her life on the set unbearable, turning the experience into a nightmare. Maher said, "And I always hated him ever since," explaining that hearing about Cosby's treatment of the woman shaped his opinion of him. The story illustrated Maher's deep disdain for Cosby, long before the criminal allegations became public knowledge. Maher further emphasized his feelings by calling Cosby a monster, drawing a distinction between problematic behavior and truly reprehensible actions. In response to Reiser's point about the potential for people to cancel historical figures like Mozart for their unpleasant behavior, Maher strongly pushed back, stating, "There's pricks and then there's monsters. Cosby monster." This revelation from Maher adds to the growing body of evidence that Cosby's behavior was an open secret in certain circles of the entertainment industry. Maher's candid admission about his long-standing animosity toward Cosby not only sheds light on his personal experience with the disgraced comedian but also highlights the broader culture of enabling that allowed Cosby's predatory behavior to continue for years.